My name is John Harmon. I'm the head athletic trainer for Dickinson ISD. We service the high school athletes and the junior high athletes. In a couple of years we'll open our second junior high and we'll be in charge of them as well. Athletic trainer's job is basically to work with those that are in the athletic population with regards to their injuries. So anything from preventing athletic injuries to evaluating and rehabbing athletic injuries after they occur. So our job is extremely varied, and from day to day it could be anything from routine paperwork and rehabs to emergency actions taken on athletes. One of the programs we offer here at Dickinson is a student athletic training program. Your freshman year you would be in an student athletic training class, and that class consists of being in the training room, getting PE credit for that, and helping us do our jobs here in the training room, whether it's rehab, setting up the fields, getting stuff ready for that day's practices, whatever the case is. Our sophomore year, we would transition them into a classroom setting with our Sports Medicine 1 class. Junior year, you'll transition into a Sports Medicine 2 class that myself and Ms. Kuko teach. And then your senior year, you can transition back into helping in the athletic training room.
First group of bones here. Carpals. How many carpals do we have? 8. 8, good. Remember, it's 4 on top of 4. Okay?
My name is Katie Kuko. I'm one of the assistant athletic trainers here on campus, and my role is to help with our athletes and any of their injuries, but also as the teaching side of teaching our sports medicine classes. That class is open to anyone, it's not just our sports medicine students. And it's solely based in the classroom, but then we also do some hands-on activities. So they learn about nutrition and hydration, but then they also get to see the injuries that they would see in any kind of sport.
Is it a fractured clavicle or is it an AC sprain? Fractured clavicle, why?
These students could be our athletic training students, students that want to be coaches, physical therapists, even nurses, and it gives them an opportunity to see what they're going to learn when they further their degree in their education. Curl the end a little bit right here so I have something to grip on, and then you can bring that down too. Good. And just wrap it around. With our sports medicine class, we hold it here in the field house in this classroom. Here they get their anatomy based on their injuries, they get to see pictures and videos, but then we also get to go into the athletic training room and learn a little more hands-on. We talk about how to splint a broken forearm, we talk about how to tape an ankle, and those basic first aid things that they're going to need in life no matter what they go to do. So our sports medicine class is open to anyone in the school, particularly those that are in our actual athletic training program. It helps them have an idea of what they're going to see on the field and on the court. It's also good for those students that want to be in sports medicine, but for some reason can't be in our program. Maybe they're in a sport, or maybe in bands or in theater, something that takes them away too much. And so that way they can be involved and have an idea of what happens in the sports medicine setting.
Our student athletic trainers do an awesome job, and we couldn't speak highly enough of them. They show up in July before the football players and volleyball players do to go through a week of training in first aid, CPR, and use of the AED, and we certify them in each of those areas. And then to go through general training room policies and procedures, from everything from how to make a proper ice bag to how do we fill up coolers the right way to setting up fields. So there's any number of things that we have to educate our kids on.
My name is Malin Topfer. I am a senior and I'm in this Dickinson Sports Med program. I found out about the sports medicine program through one of the coaches at McAdams, and she led me this direction on a whim, just that I wanted to be involved in sports, seeing how I can't play them. It's given me an idea that I want to help people on a regular basis. The program teaches a lot of discipline, from showing up on time to making sure everything gets covered, from weekly games to 3 days out of the week to every day being at practice. And you get to learn to work with people and understand why it's important to build really strong relationships with people in a workplace, but still be able to enjoy yourself.
My name is Caleb Ginger, and I'm in 11th grade, and I'm part of the Dickinson Student Athletic Training Program, and I started this when I was in 9th grade. My experience here has been phenomenal. I get to be part of Dickinson Gator Athletics, being on the football field with an amazing group of guys, being part of the basketball team or any type of sport. What it means to be an athletic trainer is that we're not just water boys or water girls. We're student athletic trainers. We're here before the team, we're here after the team. And we come up here at the beginning of August just to get ready for football season or any season. But it's worth it because we love our athletes. This program will benefit others going to the medical field because they'll have better knowledge of medicine as such. I did this so I could get better knowledge. Like what I'm doing out there, that will probably help me a lot in college because the head ATs I look up to, they're getting me college ready. Learn your anatomy, know the training, all of these steps, and that's going to help me a lot to go to college, and hopefully it'll help you as well.
We receive about 1,700 physicals a year, and in that we have probably 1,200 actual athletes that are on rosters throughout the course of the school year between the high school and the junior high, and that'll of course increase once we get our new junior high. One of the things that we pride ourselves on here in Dickinson, and Ms. Stubbs kind of takes the lead on, is the fact that we do all of our rehabs here from beginning to end at the field house. We do offer it as a service, so everything from ankle reconstructions to elbow rehabs after surgical procedures, shoulder, knees when there's an ACL or a meniscus injury. We will perform all of the rehab from very beginning to very end here in the field house. And we're fortunate enough not only to have the space and the resources to do that, but the staffing to do that as well. That's really a valuable asset to our community because it's free of charge. Now a kid doesn't have to be pulled out of school to go to private physical therapy. Mom or dad paying $20 to $30 a visit for copay, deductible, whatever. It's all savings for the kid, and the kid gets to stay at school with their team, being a part of that, because that's such a strong aspect to the recovery process is the mental side. Kids staying in tune with their team.
I'm Jenna Tubbs. I'm one of the athletic trainers at Dickinson High School. I've been contracted out here at Dickinson for 19 years to help out with coverage of all of the activities that we have going on. When I started 19 years ago, we were a small 4A school, and we've obviously grown to a larger 6A school. Also with the addition of Katie's third position, we're able to reach a lot more students. And because of our nice facilities we have here, we are able to do rehab in-house once a kid has been injured or has had surgery. Not a lot of schools in the area provide that for their students because their facilities are just so small. But here at Dickinson, we pride ourselves in being able to keep everything in-house and take care of our kiddos. So when they come in with an injury, we evaluate them. We have 8 awesome rehab treatment tables that we're able to do some treatments on. So we'll do an evaluation to determine A, what the injury is, and then B, the course of treatment. Once we realize the course of treatment, we have a hydroculator that has hot packs, we have ice machines for ice, we have cold whirlpools, warm whirlpools, we have bicycles that we can warm them up on. Normally if we have a kid that's a couple of days post-injury, we don't want to put heat on them yet, so we warm them up on the bike, or we have some Stairmasters and treadmills that we can warm them up on, and then we bring them over, we do some stretches, and then we have all kinds of rehab equipment. So we're able to do everything almost that you would get done at a clinic, at a physical therapy clinic, we can do here at school. We are able to get them ready to go back to play in their specific sport. Once we determine what an athlete needs to do as far as rehab goes, they can come over here and they do their warm-up, they do their stretches on the tables. We have a lot of traffic that comes in and out during 4th and 7th periods. So our student aides are very valuable in that they help us keep on top of our kids. We can't always be in every place at the same time. We call them our eyes and ears of the sports medicine program because there is only 3 of us and we have over 1,500 athletes that we take care of. So.
My name is Garrett Kettler. I'm a senior at Dickinson High School, and I played defensive end for the 2016 varsity football team. My junior year, in practice and in the game, I tore my right ACL, and was out for the rest of the season. Once I found out, I was told at school, and I was asked if I wanted to start rehab that day or wait, and I decided to start that day. After my surgery, I began my rehab, which lasted for the next 6 months. And so every day I would come in during the period and do about an hour's worth of rehab, and then come in after school instead of practice and do more rehab until I was finished. I began summer workouts and worked hard at that because I knew I had a lot of catching up to do because I missed all of off season. And then I resumed normal football play at the beginning of our 2016 season. Many of us came away with awards and team awards that we were proud of. And I was named the all-district first team defensive MVP, and that was a big award, and I was very surprised. And it was a great accomplishment.
My name is DJ Small. I'm a senior here at Dickinson High School. Played cornerback this year. This is actually my first year playing high school football. Our second round playoff game against North Shore in the third quarter. The end of the third quarter, I was going to make a tackle, and I hit the ground and actually landed on my wrist and broke my wrist. I broke my radius, and I came off the field, and the defensive coordinator was like, DJ, what you doing? Get back in the game. And I looked over my wrist, and I was like, nah, I can't go back in. I started physical therapy here at my school in the training room, and I go 5 days a week, every day, and they're just trying to help me get my strength back up in my wrist, so hopefully I can be ready to play college ball in a couple months. Without a training program, it's going to be hard to accomplish whatever you plan to accomplish, or any team goals that you have for a school or a program. It's going to be hard to do that without a great program like Dickinson's.
The end goal for us here in the athletic training room is to get our athletes back onto the field or onto the court. And here on the wall is what we use as an incentive, or we can point out to the kids that all of these people on this wall have had an injury that have actually required surgery and have come back and played in their individual sports. So a lot of kids say, hey, how can I get my picture on the wall? And we say, you don't want to be on the wall because that means you had surgery. So all of these kids have gone through some sort of surgery and come back and played for Dickinson High School. And this is just showing how they've come back and how much they appreciate what we've done for them here in the athletic training room to get them back to their particular sport. Many of them have actually gone on and played in college. So this is just what we call our wall of champions, so other athletes can see that it is possible to come back from injury. Once you have an injury, you think, will I ever come back on the field and compete again? So here's proof that it does happen.
Student trainers choose to be in this program for any number of different reasons. Sometimes they go on to be nurses, sometimes they go on to be athletic trainers, sometimes they go off into business. But what they learn in this program is going to be valuable to them in the future with regards to how to work well, how to be successful both in your field and away from your field.